Sie mit einem kollektiven Ohio-Mark zum heutigen Guest of Honor. Please give it up for the one, the only, Greg Sestero!
Bullshit, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
You guys are going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to do a little Q&A here before. We're also got a great surprise for you. Earlier this year, we did something, I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. You know, I wrote The Disaster Artist, and then that became a movie, and I thought, okay, I've seen enough. I've seen Tommy's naked ass. But we reshot The Room in January for charity, and you're not going to believe who played the role of Johnny. So, for those that know, don't say anything, but take a guess of who played Johnny.
Oh.
Hey, did I hear Meryl Streep?
20 years of The Room. We're here with the one and only Greg Sestero. Greg, first of all, so good to have you. Welcome.
I'm so stoked to be here. This is really cool. I've been wanting to visit for many, many years, and just coming into this city, the architecture, the people, it totally speaks my language. So,
oh wow,
that's awesome. And the fact that they love movies here, like they are
definitely.
really, they get it, you know, and that's really cool to see.
So it's really your first time here?
First day here. Yeah, I've traveled a lot. I've never been here.
Welcome to Austria once again, and that's perfect because we got you a little welcome present. Just once for the camera. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's an Austrian delicacy. The so-called Mozart Balls, don't ask.
Okay.
But it's basically chocolate. And fun fact, did you know that chocolate is
a symbol of love? Is this dark chocolate?
It's like,
I feel like Mozart would eat dark chocolate.
Okay,
I'm sure it's amazing, and I really appreciate it. I'm eating chocolate right about now.
Okay, so Greg, you've heard it. We know The Room quotes by heart, and yeah, why not? And we're not the only ones, because it's just such a quotable movie, and every now and then we come across people confessing to using those quotes in real life. And we were wondering, have you ever caught yourself doing this, or are you basically fed up with The Room quotes?
Fed up with this world? No, I will, I'll slide it in once in a while. It'll cross my mind as I'm about to think it or say it. And it always catches me. I feel like I love seeing fans bring it up. Like when they comment or they see a quote in the newspaper and it makes them think of the movie. That to me is such a win, because you make movies to stick with people, and that's what The Room has done.
Oh yes, and there's always a situation where you can use the quote. That's life.
Or I just saw you. What are you talking about? Yeah, it is. It's very quotable.
And considering that you're not only an actor but also a filmmaker yourself, what were the movies that inspired you to want to join this industry in the first place?
One of the early movies was Home Alone. I saw it when I was 12 years old, and I just wanted to be a part of that. And I wrote a script, Home Alone, Lost in Disney World, the two things that I love the most. And I tried to write a role for myself in the film opposite Macaulay Culkin, with the idea that I would also be acting in it. So I think like any of us, there's a movie that strikes a chord with us and wants us to strive for the make-believe, for the dreams. And so, yeah, mine was Home Alone.
Is it available somewhere?
That's the script?
The script.
It's going to be soon.
Oh, no.
Did you actually pitch it to Macaulay Culkin? Because I think you were in his podcast.
Yeah. I was on his podcast, and we talked about it. He wanted to do a live read of it. So hopefully there's still a chance.
And for many people, including the two of us, The Room was sort of a gateway into a whole new subsection of cinema that some refer to as the so bad it's good movie. As someone who's been part of such a legacy, are you also yourself a fan of these types of movies?
Yeah, I get the appeal. I get the appeal because when you sit in with the crowd watching The Room, it's almost like live theater, but with a movie. And I think you can't, like, you got to be really great to strike that chord, like really great or really bad. And I think it's a really difficult thing to do. And I think once I've seen The Room, I get the appeal.
There's a ton of bad movies, but there's only a handful of those who are so bad.
Where you cheer them on. You want to, like, is this going to finish?
Are there any specific ones you're into? For example, stuff like, I don't know, Ed Wood or...
I love the movie
I love
the movie Ed Wood. Neil Breen's got some amazing trailers. I haven't seen all the films, but I definitely get...
There's tons of movies.
That, where and the auteur is so passionate about what he's doing, he believes it blurs the line into, like, genius. And that's where you get something special.
And you also got to turn your life story into the best-selling novel, The Disaster Artist, which was then adapted into a successful movie adaptation by none other than James Franco. Do you feel like the movie accurately portrayed your experience on set? And if it wasn't for Dave Franco, who would you personally have chosen to portray yourself?
So I think it was a really, like, positive, uplifting movie. I think it brought a lot of people to the story, and I really enjoyed it. And my original picks for the characters were Javier Bardem as Johnny and Ryan Gosling as Greg.
Oh, wow. That would be my first choice.
That's what I was thinking at the time. But James loved the book and really wanted to work with his brother, so I thought it was a fun mix.
Yeah, it was, and it's a great book. We read it, and we cannot recommend it enough. So all you people out there who just want to hear more about the story of the making of The Room, get the book, or even better, get the audiobook. I listened to it, and what shall we say? It's narrated by the author himself, and yeah, what shall we say? Whenever he quotes Tommy Wiseau, he sounds more Tommy Wiseau than Tommy Wiseau himself.
It was a dream role.
Last but not least, we would really appreciate you settling a little argument we're having. Because each of us claims that he can do the better Tommy impression. And it seems to me like you're the expert, so will you be the judge?
Yes.
Okay. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Top that.
I'm gonna try. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Damn, that's like a really... I feel like if we just merged you two together, we'd have Tommy.
Except for the hair.
There was a few things you did. I liked the slowness of how you kind of blurred into it, which was good. Yeah, I feel like you guys are, like, both right there.
Okay, what's the secret behind it? Can you put your finger on it?
Tommy's just being himself. And so if you're doing an impression, you want to channel him, but still feel like you're just existing. You know, if you try to imitate, that's where it starts to go into more parody. So you almost got to be inside his head to really find the nuance, I feel like.
Oh, which is a weird place to be.
Like, you can laugh, you can cry, you can express yourself. But...
Yeah, see, it's almost like he's not. Think about this. He's not trying to do an accent. He's trying to not have an accent.
Yeah.
So you got to fight against that.
That's interesting.
So you don't want to lean into the accent. You want to try to sound as American as possible.
Natural. Okay.
So you're going to slow it down. You're going to search. You're going to push through it and try to speak like with no accent. So
well, that's a good actor like you to.
So sometimes if you lean into the parody, then it's more of an impression. So I've tried to learn Tommy the way he thinks. That's the way to do it.
How satisfied were you with James Franco's impression?
Yeah, I thought like the overall embodiment especially when an audience has never seen The Room, I thought he got across what, you know.
I mean, the height differences were not quite accurate.
Yeah. No, I think again it was a different interpretation, and it was more about, an adaptation of making a movie that not necessarily was all accurate to everything, but it was just more of like in the spirit of the story.
But speaking of which, are you and Tommy still close to this date, or?
Yeah, no, it's
still working something.
Still, I'm hoping to have him in the UFO film and keep making stuff.
Can you invite him to come to Austria one day?
Yeah, he doesn't travel much that far, but
Okay. Hey, say hi to him.
yeah. Always.
And what other like projects can we expect from you in the near future?
So I'm going to be launching very soon a project called Forbidden Sky. It's a UFO abduction movie.
Yeah. We just saw the trailer.
So yeah,
It looks promising.
we're going to team up with Kickstarter, and we're going to involve the fans on this project for the 20-year anniversary and give them a chance to read the script and like all that stuff. Have it kind of throw back to our audience. So it's called Forbidden Sky. Be launching soon, and then I released Miracle Valley, which is a horror movie about a real life cult, which is now going to be streaming soon. So
Great, Greg. So thanks a lot again. Thanks for coming. And is there anything else you wish to say to your Austrian fans or to the world?
I just love how clever you guys are, the style you have. It's just been an awesome day and really up there with one of the best experiences I've had. Like just easy and cool and gracious. That's what I feel like the Austrian people. I would say gracious is the way I describe it.
You can say that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into these.
Yeah, it's awesome. So thank you so much for
Absolutely.
taking the time to talk to us.
For sure.
And we wish you all the best with the room and your
Be good.
about the projects.
Things about Film Casino, and it's really awesome to be here.